It's a big day today, A-level results day, and judging by the overall scores, I think there are a lot of brain boxers joining us this afternoon. Hello, welcome. Well done if you got the grade you wanted. Don't stress if not, because you've got one test left to do, and it could be the most rewarding exam of your life. I'm Sian Welby. Thank you for joining me today. I will be your examiner, and guess what? You can keep your phones on in this test. You know the drill. Answer all 12 multiple choice questions correctly, and you could win or split £1,000. Tell you what, it's a lot of dinner money or a good start to the old beer and pizza fund if you're off to uni soon. Good luck, let's get HQing. On to Q1. What is the term for an area in the road where pedestrians have priority? Cheetah intersection, zebra crossing, tiger transversal. Don't know about you, but I like the whole jog-walk approach on one of these, just in case the cars get a bit keen. Now, it might feel like cheating, but we're after a stripier animal here. Black, white, and angry all over. It's the zebra crossing. Of course it was! 68,000 of you knew that, and a few of you are very confused with your animals, I think. So pedestrians are meant to have priority at the crossing, but try telling that to a flattened zebra you're walking over. Nightmare. On to Q2. What kind of animal was Herman Melville's Moby Dick? A hedgehog, a penguin, a whale? Have a little think. Anyone see the book? Remember this? Maybe got an A star in English Lit, that might pay off today. If you read the book, you will know that Captain Ahab lost his leg to one of these, and although stepping on a hedgehog would be extremely painful, the sack of blubber that took his limb was a whale. Of course it was a whale. 60,000 of you still in the game, and a few of you using those extra lives right now. Very well played. Moby Dick, literally the most famous whale in the world. Oh, apart from Free Willy, bit of a ledge. Now, I've got a reminder for you. This is brilliant. We've got an 80s themed game tonight at 9 o'clock, and I reckon you should just get involved, even if it's just to see what Beric's wearing, because I have a feeling he might have some pink leg warmers on under that suit. And let's do some shouts. I've been away for 2 weeks. Hello to Jammy Jack in Greece, Rory, who's been watching TV all day. Absolute Thursday goals. Hello to Tom, Jamie and Lewis, or Louis. Posley says, welcome back, Sian. Please do the deli for us. I've nailed this. Boom! And finally, this is a big one. Daniel wants to propose to his girlfriend, Sarah Lawrence. This is unbelievable. Could be a HQ first. I hope you are watching and playing, Sarah. Will you marry me? Not me, Daniel. Okay, on to Q3. The Air Jordan trainer was named after which of these? Jordan Henderson, Michael Jordan, Katie Price. If you're a big trainer fan, I am. I'm a bit obsessed. You probably own at least one pair of these absolute classic trainers. Thinking about the answer then, Katie, she might be flying through the air on a night out, but it isn't because of her trainers. Shoes on, tongs out. The answer is Michael Jordan. Who knew that? Oh yes, 59,000 of you did. Very, very famous basketball player. Nike actually designed the Air Jordans for professional basketball players, but it didn't stop the rest of us trying to take off in them, and I have to say, I think we nailed it. On to Q4. What is the name of the family Paddington Bear lives with when he comes to London? Green, brown, white. Seen the movies recently? Or are we too busy digging into the popcorn, spilling it all over you? I know, it's very distracting, the cinema. These names, 3 Cluedo-worthy surnames, but who was feeding marmalade to a wild bear in the living room? It was the Brown family. And 47,000 of you got it right. Well done, very well played, still in the game. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Brown named Paddington after the place they found him, Paddington Station, a tactic that they thankfully didn't use on their other children. Nightmare at school, that would be. On to Q5. The name of the deepest point of the Earth's oceans was inspired by which of the following? Japanese submarine, NASA satellite, Royal Navy vessel. This is a tricky question, could be a bit of potluck here. Getting this right, best of luck to you. So basically, the deepest point of the ocean is called the Challenger Deep. But who did it pinch its name off? Did he get it right? I wouldn't hold your breath. The answer was Royal Navy vessel? Oh, that is our first savage question. Losing a lot of you there, over 20,000 of you. 16,000 of you went with the right answer, Royal Navy vessel. I can see a lot of you now using those extra lives. Very well played. It was a tricky one. Basically, the HMS Challenger, it first measured the trench back in the 1870s. And I have to say, they must have had one heck of a tape measure. On to Q6. Which model of the iPod has no screen? iPod Nano, iPod Mini, iPod Shuffle. I'm a bit worried that some of you are too young to even remember the iPod. I mean, it was a legendary thing. Anyone still got one, still going strong? They were pretty indestructible and they were brilliant. They brought music to our ears, but one of them brought nothing for our eyes. It made the Mini look massive. The answer was the iPod Shuffle. 14,000 of you still remember these classic bits of equipment. The iPod, what a legendary bit of kit. They've shuffled off the shelves for now, but I reckon if you rummage down the sofa, you'll probably find at least one of them. We all had them. On to Q7. Who played the title role in the 1990s movie What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Tobey Maguire, Leonardo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp. Don't know about you, just hearing that question is just making me peckish. Actually really hungry. So, a long list of things we're actually eating at him, but we want to know who played Gilbert Grape. More of a sparrow than a spider, if you get what I mean. The answer was Johnny Depp. Oh, good movie quiz trivia here. Pretty impressed though with 6,000 of you, but we did lose over 7,000 of you on the other answers. Actually, that was quite a brutal question. It was pretty tricky, that one, because Leo received an Oscar nomination for his performance as Arnie Grape, but Depp played Gilbert. I can see a lot of you now scrambling for those extra lives. That's how you play the game. Very well done. On to Q8. Which of these home nations did not qualify for the Football World Cup finals in the 80s? Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. Now, after this year's World Cup, I feel like we all think we're experts, but I have a feeling some of you will have much better footy knowledge than others. So we're talking about 3 home nations, but who had to stay at home during the 80s and watch all the action on the telly with a cuppa? The answer was Wales. How'd you do with that one? Oh, we've actually lost quite a few of you again. Pretty brutal, over half of you going, 3,591 of you getting that right. Great footy trivia knowledge there. Wales have actually only ever qualified for one World Cup, and that was all the way back in 1958. Doesn't matter, they're a nation more obsessed with an egg-shaped ball. We love you for it. On to Q9. Who was the first American woman to be named Time Magazine's Person of the Year? Wallis Simpson, Amelia Earhart, Jackie Kennedy. Now, this magazine was out a long time ago, so you probably didn't actually pick it up, but maybe you know your history. These are 3 historic ceiling smashers, but I don't know how only one of them was voted Person of the Year. This woman was straight out of Windsor. The answer was Wallis Simpson. Tricky one, that. 549 of you got it, but yes, that's our second savage question of the game, losing over 3,000 of you on that one. I can see over 500 of you using those extra lives. Tricky, tricky, tricky. If you've been watching The Crown, that might have helped you out there. Maybe a lot of fans on here today. Her relationship with Edward actually cost us a king, but it did also give us the King's Speech, so swings and roundabouts. We're getting closer now, guys. On to Q10. Well done if you're still here. Which car company marked its 50 millionth vehicle by making a car covered in 24-karat gold? Chrysler, General Motors, Ford. I'm genuinely surprised that Kylie Jenner didn't get one of these for her 21st birthday, but you know, next year, Kai, you'll be all right. Plenty of rappers rocking a gold grille, but who blinged up a whole car, literally bringing a whole new meaning to the phrase "pimp my ride"? The answer was General Motors. Any car fans here? Actually pretty impressed. Quite a lot of you still in the game here. 481 of you nailed that one. Got it totally right. You actually, this is quite a good little fact. You see a mini version of this car every Christmas on your Monopoly board. Sadly though, it isn't made of 24-karat gold. It's probably plastic. On to Q11. Sweaty palm time. Which of these acts has the most Twitter followers? James Arthur, Alexandra Burke, Leona Lewis. Now look, life isn't a popularity contest. Unless you're on Twitter, and then it definitely is. Well, they've all got the X Factor, but who is winning the Tweet Factor? With over 2 million followers and 2 first names, the answer is James Arthur. Oh, the J Army are in today. 191 of you got that right. Maybe you're a follower of his. Let him know he's been on HQ. Set your trousers now to Simon Cowell Height because we are striding into the final round. Whoop! This is a big moment. Let me know if this is the first time you've ever got this far, because it's a big, big moment right now. 18 of you using your extra lives to stay into the game. Here we go, Q12. The oldest human fossils found in Africa were discovered in which of the following? Kenyan Valley, Moroccan mine, Egyptian tomb. Bit of a spooky question, really, for the end of the quiz. Sometimes I like to do that just to shake it up a little bit. So, the bones of at least 5 people were found. But where they've been hiding for like the last 300,000 years? Well, a tomb is literally built for this kind of thing, but the Egyptians actually aren't that wrinkly. Doing half the digging already. The answer was Moroccan mine for the win. 62 of you did it. Wow, very, very impressed. Lots of winners there. 62 winners winning £16 each. Rob Gardner, well done. Ryan, Jem, Callum, Nismo. Loads of great little winners here. Very, very impressed, guys. I mean, it was a tough old day today. Lager, FC. You'll be buying a lager later with that cash. Joe Power. You've got a shiny suit in your picture. Maybe you can rock a little bow tie with that now and celebrate joining the elite Q12 crew. Oh, very, very impressed. That was pretty tough this time. I think we ended on a bit of a sausage, really. Now, they say Thursday's a new Friday. I think if you won today, you've got that feeling, yeah? Amazing work. You joined the elite Q12 crew. Let me know if you got this far. Tweet me at HQ Trivia. Pop it on your CV. And while you're at it, follow me as well. Find me on Insta and Twitter using this name down here. And if you're on a bit of a roll today, you know, A-levels, Bosch, HQ, bossed it, why not do it all over again tonight at 9 o'clock? As I said, it's an 80s themed game with Beric. You know it's going to be funny. You know he loves to dress up. He might even treat you to a new wig this time. Well, there we go. That's the school bell. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, no running in the corridors.